Previously on In Times Like These.
Long time no see. Where's my hug at?
I'll let you in, Harley. I plan to test Heidi's love for Gianni.
I want to see if she'll go as far as protecting her husband from a crime he committed.
I think it's best to keep him in check before he makes a mess we'll be forced to clean up.
Aight, I see your point, Pacho. I'll call my daddy and try to make sure he convinces Alan not to retaliate.
Forget about it, Viv. The damage has already been done.
Alan, what have you done?
What have you done, Alan?
Don't insult your own intelligence, Maximilian. We both know what I did.
Let me rephrase my question then. Do you not realize that going on a blog site created another scandal that puts our family in the spotlight?
Our family did nothing wrong. It was our grandfather's bastard, the Torres family, and the whore who played me like a fool who are in the wrong.
I get that Xena hurt you, Alan, but that doesn't give you the right to bring this sort of attention to our family.
You're worried about nothing, Maximilian.
I think your cousin has a point.
Are you here to rub it in my face that you're a free man, Finnegan?
Relax, Heidi. Besides, you used to love what I could do to your face.
Just tell me what you want and leave.
I want justice to be served.
I really wish you would have called before you stopped by.
Sorry, Kimmy. I didn't think it would be an issue if I surprised you. I really wanted to see you since I missed hanging out with you.
Are you just gonna stand there looking shocked, Quinn?
Worst of all, he wanted
What do you mean he wanted you, Quinlan?
That monster. When I was growing up, that monster would abuse me.
Quinn? You good?
Get out of my house now!
Have you all forgotten what was done to me?
Do you not have the brain width to get over what was done to you, Alan?
Can't believe what I'm hearing. Every single person in this room would have done the same exact thing if you were in my place.
No, Alan. We wouldn't have done the same thing. What you've done not only brought shame to our family, but it has also brought issues with Isabel.
You had a chance to see justice done, unless you're here about information regarding Shelley's
I know nothing about
coma.
her being attacked or her shelter house being burned down, but we're both aware of one specific crime.
What are you talking about, Finnegan?
Have you forgotten that your husband ran me over all of those years ago when he discovered that you and I were having an affair?
If you text me, Lucas, then I'll get back to you.
Texting you and seeing you in person is different, though.
I just started doing online school. I've been busy.
You ain't even gonna hear Virgil out?
I refuse to listen to what comes out of his lying mouth. If you don't leave, then I'll call the police.
Really, Quinn? Calling the police on me when I'm here to see my son?
You don't belong here. Where you belong is prison.
Of course you're only worried about Isabel's feelings, Dad. My issues aren't with her, it's with her kids.
Do you not have any shame that you've brought this publicity to the family so soon after I got Russo Jewelers back?
Daughter should be the one feeling shame. If she hadn't done what she did, then we wouldn't be standing here.
Looks like I came at the right time.
There's no proof that Johnny was the one who ran you over.
Is that so? It's already been established that Johnny knew about us all of those years ago. Terry and I weren't married yet. Who else would have wanted me gone?
I think Commissioner Isaac Pierce would be very interested in opening up this cold case.
What would it take for you to leave this alone, Finnegan?
Thank you for asking. I'd like to embark on some very interesting business opportunities.
How much do you want?
I'd like a small piece of Russo Jewelers.
I don't got time to argue against your accusations,
I'm not trying
Lucas.
to accuse you of anything. What worries me is that you're trying to hide yourself from the world.
Can you blame me?
What Lyric did to you was unforgivable, Kimmy. There's no doubt about that, but you're not the monster you think you look like.
Everyone just chill out. Let's just get this conversation over with.
I wanted to let you know that I ain't in more trouble with the opinions, which means I get to stay in Valley Park.
Never change. What makes you think that you could just disappear after all of these years and try to feed us with your lies again?
Hold up, Quinn. How come you don't seem surprised that my dad was involved with the opinions at all?
Congrats, nephew. You tried to come for me, Pacho, and Nichelle. You ended up making this entire family look bad.
Alan might have made a bad situation worse, but you're the one who started this whole thing, Vivian.
Everyone just shut up! Isidore, you need to get the press to forget this whole thing. Alan, Vivian, it's best that you two lay low.
Will not have a piece of my family's company. Not after Lorenzo just became CEO again.
Having a piece of Russo Jewelers is only fair since you tried to send me to prison for the crimes that my son committed. Luckily, the jury saw sense.
And you don't think getting shares to Russo Jewelers will draw attention?
I don't mind being a silent shareholder. Honestly, I wouldn't have cared if you'd only just left me alone and go after real criminals like your husband.
It's easy for you to speak on how I should feel. You weren't the one attacked with acid, Lucas.
The only reason it was easy for me to say what I said is because I'm speaking the truth.
Well, you saw me and you see that I'm doing just fine.
Was trying to protect you.
I don't need you to protect me. I don't need no one's protection. I already can't see my son, so I ain't gonna let y'all keep me in the dark all the time.
I want you out of my house, and don't you ever come back here
Great
again!
seeing you again too, Quinn.
Don't ever bring him near me again!
I get that you and Virgil never got along since he came into our lives, but you never once told me what he did that was so unforgivable.
What I need to make clear is that he can never step foot into this house again. I mean it.
Previously on In Times Like These.
Hold up, Quinn. How come you don't seem surprised that my dad was involved with the opinions at all?
Was trying to protect you.
I don't need you to protect me. I don't need no one's protection. I already can't see my son, so I ain't gonna let y'all keep me in the dark all the time.
I want you out of my house, and don't you ever come back here
Great
again!
seeing you again too, Quinn.
Don't ever bring him near me again!
I get that you and Virgil never got along since he came into our lives, but you never once told me what he did that was so unforgivable.
What I need to make clear is that he can never step foot into this house again. I mean it.
That Xena hurt you, Alan, but that doesn't give you the right to bring this sort of attention to our family.
You're worried about nothing, Maximilian.
This doesn't make any sense, Jeremiah. This interview could have helped Quinlan with ratings, but Pacho's blocking it.
Like I told you before, speaking on Quinlan's TV program could bring legal trouble.
I feel like it's more than that. I'm starting to think Finnegan has something over Pacho.
What are you doing in my office, Shelley?
As if you don't know that I'm here to demand to know why you blocked the interview Quinlan had planned for me.
I didn't expect for you to stop by, Wade.
Hopefully you don't mind a visit from your friend. I know that Alan trash-talked you on a stupid blog site. I wanted to see how you were holding up, Xena.
What are you doing here, Zeke?
Something happened that I think you deserve to know.
What's going on?
My dad's back in Valley Park. What's wrong, Quinlan?
I can't, Ben,
Shh. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm certain that Quinlan already gave you all the answers you need to know. At the moment, I have issues of my own to deal with.
If you're trying to do damage control over Alan's stunt, then that can wait. I won't let you use that as an excuse to cover up your lies, Pacho.
What are you trying to insinuate?
What I'm saying is that I'm 100% sure Finnegan has some hold over you.
I'd be lying if I said Alan's actions didn't affect me. Seeing how much he hates me is painful. Can't say that I don't deserve it.
You don't deserve to be hated, Xena. Not by him, not by anyone. In fact, he never deserved you and should have valued you more.
That's the thing, Wade. Alan did value me. The only problem is that he valued the person I let him think I was.
You never told me much about your father.
Because there wasn't much to say, Yvette. I ain't seen him since elementary school.
But he's here now out of the blue?
Not really.
Before you say anything else, is your dad just as obsessed with seeing Gabriel as Bernice is?
After all these years, Virgil is just back in Valley Park, and he had the nerve to show up at your condo? What's he even doing back here?
He claims that he paid off the Opinas.
Don't believe him.
I don't ever see myself believing the man who stole my innocence from me.
No one has a hold over me, Shelley.
Then why are you so focused on protecting Finnegan?
My focus is on protecting my company.
Finnegan was behind the house fire. His actions put me in a coma, Pacho. I know that for a fact. Which means that Finnegan wouldn't dare create a lawsuit.
I'm not willing to take that chance. I'd like you to leave.
Alan lost his chance to know the authentic you when he found out the truth.
I know that you're trying to make me feel better, Wade, but I don't want to hear you badmouth Alan. Not when I still care a lot about him.
That just goes to show what sort of person you are, Xena. I just wish your feelings for Alan didn't hurt you so much.
Dad said he wants to know our son, but I feel like him being back will encourage my mom to calm down.
We'll see about that. So why did he leave in the first place?
That's too much to get into.
That doesn't really give me comfort, Zeke. I'm not gonna risk Gabriel being around someone I don't even know.
You've got every right to be upset, Quinlan. What about Zeke? How does he feel about Virgil being back in town?
It's hard to figure out how he feels, Ben. I just hope my brother doesn't get roped into Virgil's deceit like my mother already has.
There's only one way to keep that from happening. You might have to tell Zeke what Virgil did to you when you were growing up.
All right, I'll leave. But just know this, Pacho. God sees everything, and whatever you're hiding will be exposed.
I wish I knew when this hurt would go away.
Luckily, we're still friends. Because I'll do whatever it takes to take this pain away from you quickly.
My dad wouldn't hurt our son, Yvette.
Gabriel needs to stay safe, and that's being safe with the people he's familiar with, like myself and my parents. You can't even tell me why your dad left in the first place, Zeke. So I know you can't assure me that he won't leave again.
Nah, I can't. But don't it mean something that I even told you this at all?
I know you care about Gabriel, but I still can't trust you to offer him stability.
You know I can't do that, Ben. We've already discussed that there's no evidence against Virgil.
Zeke should know that you wouldn't lie about something like this.
Seeing how angry he was that I knew his father was connected to the Opinas and kept it from him makes me wonder. I can't take that chance.
It's gonna be all right, Quinlan. Everything's gonna be all right.
Previously on In Times Like These.
Have you forgotten that your husband ran me over all of those years ago when he discovered that you and I were having an affair?
I think Commissioner Isaac Pierce would be very interested in opening up this cold case.
What would it take for you to leave this alone, Finnegan?
Thank you for asking. I'd like to embark on some very interesting business opportunities.
How much do you want?
I'd like a small piece of Russo Jewelers.
What are you doing here, Zeke?
Something happened that I think you deserve to know.
What's going on?
My dad's back in Valley Park.
My dad wouldn't hurt our son, Yvette.
Gabriel needs to stay safe, and that's being safe with the people he's familiar with, like myself and my parents. You can't even tell me why your dad left in the first place, Zeke. So I know you can't assure me that he won't leave again.
Nah, I can't. But don't it mean something that I even told you this at all?
I know you care about Gabriel, but I still can't trust you to offer him stability.
You know I can't do that, Ben. We've already discussed that there's no evidence against Virgil.
Zeke should know that you wouldn't lie about something like this.
Seeing how angry he was that I knew his father was connected to the Opinas and kept it from him makes me wonder. I can't take that chance.
It's so important that you couldn't speak over the phone, Jackie.
It's Virgil, Zeke's father. He's back in Valley Park.
How are things for you at Confidence Designs, Dee Dee?
Wanda still gives me attitude, but I'm adjusting. What about you, Zeke? You said you needed to share something.
It's my dad. After all these years, I spoke with the man face to face.
Are you okay, Yvette? You look bothered about something.
Zeke told me something the other day that I couldn't stop thinking about.
What did he say to you?
It's his father, JJ. Dad is back in town.
What can I do for you, Heidi? You need legal representation?
I'm here to tell you to get your boyfriend to back off.
I don't know much about Zeke's father at all, but since you felt the need to tell me, I assume that he isn't a good man.
He can't be trusted, Udell, and I feel like you deserve to know the truth.
What is the truth?
How do you feel about your dad being back?
I don't know how to feel, Dee Dee. I ain't never expect to see that man again.
Can't say I blame you. Did he tell you why he's been gone for so long?
It's too complicated. What he explained was that he had no choice but to leave all those years ago.
What about Zeke's dad makes you so nervous?
That's the thing, JJ. I know nothing about that man, and it concerns me. Zeke wouldn't even tell me why his dad left town in the first place.
He's been gone for a long time. If he's not a good man, then maybe he'll leave town again.
I'm not too sure about that. Not when there's a chance he came back to Valley Park for my son and the money he's entitled to.
Funny how you want me to get Finnegan to back off, but you couldn't do the same when you pressed charges against him.
This is serious, Harley. What I have to tell you affects both of our sons.
Since you haven't told me what Finnegan has been up to, I'll be the judge of that.
So Virgil claims that he paid off the Opinia family. Does that mean he's completely cut ties with them?
Chasing the bag has always been his main priority, so I don't know if he cut ties with them or not.
Doesn't seem like a coincidence that he came back to town soon after Bernice's TikTok ran against my family. It makes me wonder if Virgil is in Valley Park for my grandson.
You telling me that someone forced your dad to leave town?
That's pretty much what happened, which is why I really don't know how to react to him. I still ain't ready to pick up where we left off.
Broke the trust you had in him when he left?
Not only that, but he came back not long after my mom went off on TikTok. I feel like he's here for my son more than rebuilding a relationship with me. Exactly. Whatever money Gabriel's entitled to is Gabriel's. Zeke's dad won't be able to touch it, Yvette.
The real question is if Zeke's dad will try to touch that money.
Do you think the guy would try to hurt you and your family?
Need to know the details. Finnegan will know exactly what you're talking about when you mention this to him.
I refuse to go into this blindly, Heidi, which means that I'm under no obligation to convince the man I love just to make your life easier.
This is about our children, Harley. I wouldn't mention them lightly.
Then tell me what this is about.
Fine! Finnegan wants shares of Russo Jewelers. Remember that company, Harley? A business that's supposed to stay within the Russo family?
And Finnegan is blackmailing you with something?
Exactly. Well, I suggest you do as he says.
I wouldn't put it past Virgil to use his own grandson to put some extra cash into his pocket. What you gonna do, Udell?
The obvious thing. I'm going to protect my grandson.
You really think Virgil came back just to get some of Gabriel's money?
My parents never said it outright, but I've always known them to try and chase the bag.
What you gonna do, Zeke?
Even though I ain't really in my son's life, I'm gonna look out for him. Not that I think my dad would hurt him, but my son's needs come first.
Try and relax, Yvette. Don't forget, you're not alone.
Thanks, JJ.
And I'm always willing to listen to you if you need to vent.
Harley, I'm really trying here. How are you just gonna say something like that? What do you think Finnegan's end goal is here?
I trust Finnegan enough to know that he won't hurt Alan's chances of becoming CEO. I'm certain that he only sees it as an investment to be a Russo Jewelers shareholder.
You'd be a complete fool if you put your full trust in Finnegan. Because whatever happens next, prepare to be seen as an enemy of the family for the rest of your life, including Alan.
Previously on In Times Like These.
Put it past Virgil to use his own grandson to put some extra cash into his pocket. What you gonna do, Udell?
The obvious thing. I'm going to protect my grandson.
You really think Virgil came back just to get some of Gabriel's money?
My parents never said it outright, but I've always known them to try and chase the bag.
What you gonna do, Zeke?
Even though I ain't really in my son's life, I'm gonna look out for him. Not that I think my dad would hurt him, but my son's needs come first.
I wish I knew when this hurt would go away.
Luckily, we're still friends. Because I'll do whatever it takes to take this pain away from you quickly.
I'm really glad that we get to freely hang out in public, Xena.
We might as well, since Alan can't stand the sight of me.
Hearing that makes it sound like we wouldn't be enjoying each other's company like this if Alan didn't break up with you.
No idea how sorry I am that Alan complicated things even further, Isabel. My dad wanted me to clean up the mess he made, and I'm in the process of doing damage control.
Pacho's PR team is doing damage control too, Isidore. The real question is, where do we go from here?
You want to speak with me to tell me how you plan to keep on torturing me?
We need to put our issues aside for the sake of our grandson.
Isn't that what I suggested a while back?
I'm serious, Wanda. Gabriel could be in danger.
You here to get your hair done, Virgil?
Nah. There's something I need to ask the both of you, especially Jackie.
What's this about?
I wanted to know if y'all would let me stay at your place.
Me, Wade. I wouldn't have kept our friendship secret forever.
I believe you. At least some good came from your relationship ending. Now we have time to hang out together.
What's going on here?
We need to put this mess behind us and put all of our effort into planning our wedding.
How are we gonna plan the wedding smoothly when our children hate each other, Isidore?
Our children are grown adults, Isabel. Their issues don't need to be ours. They need to figure out how to coexist.
Keep in mind that I'm an adult, Isidore. Because that means you don't get to tell me what to do with my life choices.
What do you mean Gabriel could be in danger, Udell? What's going on?
Zeke's father, Virgil Leonard, is back in town.
How did you find that out?
It doesn't matter. Here's the deal. He's known to be a con man, and I don't doubt that he'll try and use Zeke to get to Gabriel so that he can get his hands on Gabriel's inheritance.
How big do you think my house is, Virgil?
I could sleep on the couch, maybe even the floor with a nice sleeping bag. The point is that I ain't gonna stay at your house forever, just till I get back on my feet.
Back on your feet, huh? Does that mean you already got a job in place? Most of all, a legal job?
Xena is hanging out with a friend.
Not only do you allow Alan Russo to tell the world about our past, but you're allowing yourself to be seen with a criminal?
A criminal?
You're an assistant district attorney, Mr. Grant. Have you ever seen my criminal records? Because if you go searching, then you won't find any.
You know how much your actions, along with your brothers and Vivian's, have hurt your mother?
Isidore, please.
No, Isabel. Your daughter wants me to remember that she's an adult, so I'll respect her enough to speak with her like one.
I will speak with my daughter, alone.
Okay.
I don't see what he's so upset for. It's not like you broke the engagement over everything that happened.
I'm the one who's upset, Nichelle. Planning this wedding is already stressful enough. I shouldn't have to stress even more seeing that our families are at each other's throats.
Disrespect, Mom. But you already knew that our families wouldn't magically get along after he put that ring on your finger.
You're right, but I at least thought you and your brother would attempt to find some sort of truce.
The last thing I needed was for my own children to make it difficult for me to try and have a happy ending with the man I love.
But Gabriel's inheritance is set up just for him. Not even Yvette can touch it, so how would Zeke's deadbeat dad get a hold of it?
You're not hearing me, Wanda. We don't know what this guy is capable of.
Do you really think Zeke's dad is dangerous?
Because we don't know what he's capable of, then we can't rule out that he might be a dangerous man. Which means that we'll have to set up certain guardrails to ensure our grandson's protection.
I applied to a job as a custodian at the local elementary school.
Getting your hands dirty ain't nothing new to you, Virgil. But it surprises me that you'd want to be a custodian since it pays less than the money you've always been chasing after.
When I say that I'm a new man, I mean it, Jackie.
What you gonna do once you get bored of being a...
I'm getting too old to live on the edge, Bernice. I ain't trying to be alone in my old age. So, y'all gonna let me stay with you?
Wade, can you let me speak with my brother alone?
Of course. See you later, friend.
How do you even know Wade Pena? Are you not aware that he's a trafficker?
Like he already mentioned, he's never been convicted of a crime, Owen.
My chance at progressing in my career is already at risk, Leslie. Do not put yourself in a position that I won't be able to get you out of.
Thanks for letting me have access to your page, Cliff. Nichelle and I are gonna have a blast together.
What do you have in mind, Udell?
Bernice and Virgil already don't have visitation rights. But that could change if Zeke allows them to.
You saying that you plan to keep Zeke from having visitation?
I plan to take it a step further. I'm going to make sure Zeke gives up his parental rights altogether.
Virgil Leonard.
Do I know you, son?
No, you don't. But I know you. The two of us need to have a serious conversation.